So the reason why we're doing business is to get money or support from people. Money from your customers and support from your staff and the stakeholders large, people who work around the organization who make the business possible. So you're thinking of customers, but the other people you need to think about also. The community, your neighbors, are they going to fight you? Are they going to make things easy for you? The government, what do you see about this? So yes, customers are the most important people you need to consider, but then you also need to think about all those that work with your staff. How do you get them to buy into your idea? Now, a staff that doesn't believe in what you're doing, when you tell him this is how you talk to the customer and you leave, he's going to talk to the customer how he wants to talk to the customers or your business. So you also need to convince your staff on the importance of doing the things you say that he has to do. This is where psychology comes in. You need to do a psychological audit of your business. You need to be able to look at your business and say, okay, how do these people think? How do my customers think? How do my um, stakeholders think? How does the government think? What does the government think about this? What does the market think about it? And then you need to build your product based on this. So now let's look at the diagram. See what happens. You build a product, you make a promise, and then you panic when people resist your promise and you say, well, they're not behaving well. You're worried, they're not behaving well. You build a product, you made a promise that this is what your product will do, and you're wondering why this is not working. Did you find out what they think? It is based on what they think you promise them what you're going to give them. Let's look at a practical example. If I'm selling shoes and I need to think about the mindset of the people who are buying my shoes, what do they like? Do they buy shoes based on, see the psychology we are scanning? Do they buy shoes based on what the celebrities are wearing? Do they buy shoes based on the cost? Why do they buy their shoes? What is their mindset? Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes they buy shoes because of other people are buying shoes. If you don't understand the psychology, you can't give them an effective promise. If they buy shoes because of the cost and you're telling them the shoes look nice, then they're not going to buy your shoes. So you build your business based on the mentality, the promise, and then the process. That is where psychology comes in business. How do they think? Then you promise them, okay, if you're looking for cheap shoes, my shoes are the cheapest shoes that will not spoil. Then you make your business all about delivering on your promise. So you make sure they are quality and you make sure that you reduce the design so you deliver your promise. So when somebody sees you doing your business in a way that doesn't make much sense, they will ask you why you doing business this way. And you will tell them, don't worry about that. You know your client's mindset and you did your business based on your mindset, not based on what people think, not based on what people who are not involved in your business think. So this is something you need to consider very well when you're doing business.